Hello Avengers, on today's battery guide video, I'll be talking about Captain America, how to create the battery effect. So let's begin discussing my gear that I used for the opening of this video. Remember, for battery effect, we need to combine positive and negative status. So we're gonna need a positive, either plasma, cosmic, or PEM, and a negative, which can either be cryo, gamma, or shock. So for my setup, I went for a negative status. My millipiece is a cryo status, which has light combo finishers that apply cryo damage, and light signature attacks apply cryo damage. On top of this, it has a tachyon surge that boosts overall status damage while it's active. It's essentially like a damage buff, but instead of being a damage, it's status damage buff. Now you don't really need that piece to create the whole status effect. That's just a nice extra bonus to make the build a bit more effective. But you can get that tachyon surge from the Tachyon Rift missions. So once I apply the cryo with my melee, I go to my range piece, which is the Resonator of the Storm. With this shield piece, I'll be doing positive status effect with the status Cosmic. Now keep in mind there's two ways that you can do status effects with shield pieces for Captain America. One is range power attack, which is when you charge the shield before throwing it, and secondly is the regular range attack, which is the one I'm using on this piece, where you don't charge your shield and you just keep spamming it over and over. Now, something really good that you can get for some of these pieces is a targeted buff. For example, in this case, when you do a range power attack, you get a damage buff with this piece, but it's a chance of 17%. And then I also have the Tachyon Surge that will activate from me throwing regular range critical attack. Now again, these are extras and the big things that you can get from exotics, but these are not completely essential for your build. What you really need for the build is just the status application on both the melee and the shield to start with. The other thing that can boost up our overall status damage, which is what we're looking for, is finding a chest piece that gives you a potentiator. In this case, I have cryo potentiator. So this will increase the amount of cryo damage by 20% that I do with Captain America on his melee piece. And again, you have an extra here, Tachyon Surge and Cosmic Application, just a little extra little notches here and there. And for his helmet piece, I went for the Cosmic Potentiator, which will increase the amount of cosmic damage by 20% on my shield throws. So these are the main essentials for me to create battery effect with Captain America. Unfortunately, Captain America doesn't have any heroics or special abilities that also create status effects like the previous characters that I done before. He's a bit more challenging to create a battery effect build. You have to use his melees and his shield throws only. Now for this build, what I did was make my melee do the status application of cryo, and then the big damage will be my positive cosmic. So therefore I made my build have more range damage, and I did that by having more precision pieces. With my minor artifacts, blue minor artifacts are completely focused on precision stats. So I have two blue minor artifacts to boost my overall range rating. Lastly, for my major artifact, I went with the North Storm of the Will, because for the boss fights, it's a guaranteed damage boost that gives you just enough time to finish a boss quick. However, if you're just looking for something that will be consistently helping you with status damage, then you can go with Tacticon.
Using his credentials, have located the clone on the top right. Watch out. Be expected.
The essential thing for you to decide for your melee gear piece will be how you want to apply that status effect. there's at least 3 ways that you can apply status effect with his melee attacks. On my piece I have light combo finishers, which is not only when you're just doing normal melee attacks, but when you activate Brooklyn Brawler, you are doing light combo attacks, and the last combo attack of Brooklyn Brawler is a light combo finisher that applies status effect as well. So technically Brooklyn Brawler does do status effect, but has a light combo finisher, but not as part of his whole heroic ability. So it takes a while to apply it that way, but if you still want to do it that way, you can. There's also the light signature attack, which is what I used on the beginning of this video, where you saw me like do the kick flips that Cap did to apply the status. And there's their heavy attacks as application. So as you can see here, this is the inserts of the storm that I used for this particular video with Taskmaster, where I use a heavy power attack to apply the cryo status. I'm also showing you here a more regular piece of a legendary where you can do the same effect that I was doing here in terms of light combo finisher application or heavy power attack combination application. Because our main focus is to have the statuses here, and then we make our way to the bigger perks. Another example for a good range legendary as well is this one. You can also find the attacking storms. In this one, both a regular chill throw and a charged chill throw can apply cosmic status. Now something that you may notice is that my defense is pretty low with this build that I have. So when you're in that kind of position, you can sacrifice a little bit the minor artifact precisions and switch it up for something that can be more defensive. So I have some yellow minor artifacts that I can switch them up and will boost my defense from 800 to 1200. So that will give me an overall better defense and not be too glass cannon. It all depends on the difficulty of what you're going to confront. The other thing that you have to keep in mind for Captain America is the skills. With Brooklyn Brawler activation, if you are using Brooklyn Brawler as part of your build, say for example you want to do light combo finishers status application, then you could go for this particular skill where it will boost your overall damage when you're doing a light combo finisher when Brooklyn Brawler is active. Or if you just want to activate Brooklyn Brawler as another way to increase your overall damage for your range attacks, then you can do so like I did here with this skill perk. Now keep in mind that if you're doing Brooklyn Brawler, I recommend that you do the heavy power status application instead of the light signature one, because you can't do the 2 light signature attacks while you have Brooklyn Brawler active. However, you can do heavy power attacks while you have Brooklyn Brawler active. So those are some of the things that you need to consider whether you want to activate Brooklyn Brawler or not. For example, for the Taskmaster one I just showed you, I did use Brooklyn Brawler to boost myself overall. But on the first one, I did not use Brooklyn Brawler at all. Don't forget you also have the champion system level, when you can help a little bit your build. In this case, if I'm being a little too glass cannon, I've been boosting up my defense stats overall. They don't boost up too much, but just a little notches here and there, so I am able to sacrifice a bit more defense overall with these extra little boosts here and there. However, you can also use these to make overall status damage apply better, make your heroics charge faster, or even boost higher your precision or melee. So overall, Captain America is a bit challenging to get it right, but if you're looking to make a range build with him, I think you should consider playing with battery. So you do your melee application and then make the most out of those shield throws all the way in. Or if you're just building with Brooklyn Brawler in mind, you can still make the most out of Brooklyn Brawler by making sure you have a light combo finisher status application on it, and you can combine that with your shield throws for an overall even more damage with that Brooklyn Brawler build. Hope this guide was helpful for you guys to give you an idea on how to build around with Captain America. Remember, this isn't the all-be-all build, this is just to give you an idea how to play with status effects and create battery damage, so you can then create your own personal builds with this guide. See you next time, Avengers!